Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. And if you're in one of the areas that's going to get hit by an ice storm this weekend, I hope you're all safe. Thoughts and prayers are with y'all. Hmm. I just got done watching The Smashing Machine. It is a new movie starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson, in which he plays real life MMA fighter, professional wrestler who's now retired, Mark Kerr. I never heard of Mark Kerr or any of the real life characters in this movie because I don't keep up with sports or MMA or wrestling, boxing. I mean, I like to study karate. I mean, I like movies based about sports though, because the drama and the comedy, whichever genre it is, with the characters, it keeps me interested. And it's a good movie. It's based on the yeah, I already said it's based on the real life of Mark Kerr. It starts off in 1997 and it shows his life from 1997 to 2000. And there's an end scene in the present day where they show an epilogue text. And while the text appears on screen, it shows the real life Mark Kerr shopping at a grocery store. And before the cuts to credits, he waves at the camera and says, "All right, that's all." Something like, "That's all, bye." Yep. That was a nice way to end it. And at the beginning, the footage almost of him like The Rock getting playing Kerr, getting ready to have a match. It almost feels like a documentary, and because they do this like pan and scan thing that TVs TVs had back then with most of their shows, but then it like develops to widescreen after that scene. But even without the pan and scan, this movie still feels like a documentary almost. The way the color scheme of color grading or whatever, look, the color of the picture, and the way the Rock looked, the makeup and hairstyling on him was done pretty well. He wears a wig, toupee, but in the middle of the movie, he gets a haircut and he's bald for the rest of the movie. And and but the makeup, they really made him look very much like Kerr. And I looked up video footage of Mark Kerr back then to see how accurate the look and the voice was, and it was pretty much accurate. The Rock did tone down his recognizable voice to make it sound more lower to like Kerr's, and he did the voice pretty good. He's almost unrecognizable in this role. Emily Blunt is good as his toxic girlfriend, Don Staples. They keep breaking up and getting back together and arguing and breaking up and getting back together and then arguing some more and getting back together. And she's this one scene where she tries to commit suicide with a pistol in her, and Kerr disarms her and stops her, and she goes into the bathroom and locks herself in there to look for something to kill herself. And like Kerr just like smashes a hole in the door and charges in there and like holds onto her and calms her down. That was a really touching scene that he cared much about her to do that. There's even one scene where there are a few scenes where Kerr cries, and The Rock pulls that off very well. And I'm surprised that neither him or Emily Blunt got Oscar nominees for this movie because they were nominated in a few other award shows this past few weeks, and they weren't nominated for this. Come on. I think this should have gotten Best Picture too. It's pretty good. The cinematography is excellent. The writing and acting, not just from Johnson and Blunt, but also from the two main supporting characters, Mark Coleman and Ba- Bass Rutten. The Rutten plays himself, and Coleman is played by real life UFC fighter Ryan Bader. And I never heard of them either until I saw this movie. Sorry, like I said, I don't keep up with it. I don't know how accurate this is because I didn't look it up. I know there's a documentary called Smashing Machine from 2002, but I haven't seen that yet. I plan on seeing it. And the a- yeah, the action scenes in this movie, the MMA fights, the matches are all shot choreographed very well. Pretty cool, entertaining action scenes. And the last wrestling tournament, well, in the middle, he loses a match in this tournament in Japan, and then he goes back again at the end for a rematch. I was not expecting it to turn out the way it did, but it's a wonderful show of how close friends him and Coleman were, and probably still are today. And it had a very good ending, and I liked it. I really like this movie. I give it 2 thumbs up. All right, that's my review. If you like it, please hit the like button, subscribe for more great content. Thank you, and God bless. Bye.